Let me quickly welcome in JC Sharma, Vice Chairman and MD of Sobha Developers, is joining us from Bangalore. Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us here on Bloomberg TV India this morning, sir. I want to start with data that we have in terms of your new sales. Q3 new sales volumes, I notice, have risen about 22%. Could you sort of break it up for us? Give us a sense of, which markets you've seen the strongest growth from and how the demand situation is looking like going into 2016.
Good morning, Sunanda, once again. Right. See, this quarter, if you compare it vis-a-vis the last quarter, same year, you will see that we have done reasonably well. There has been a 22% increase in the volume growth. There has been about 11% increase in the value growth. If you look at the first 3 quarters of the last financial year, we have grown about 11% in total, and our Bangalore market has grown about 19%. If you also look at the Bangalore market and Chennai market as stand alone, we have grown about 27% in the volumes vis-a-vis what we achieved in the preceding financial year 9 months. So the result, you can say, on an operational front, bit of a mixed one. Bangalore on a higher base continues to do better. The Chennai market, which was doing better, did suffer somewhat in the last month of the last calendar year due to the flooding part. All other markets where we did expect that some improvement will be there because of these festival seasons and the second half normally being better, it did not perform as per our expectations. But net-net, we believe that in a tough environment, showing a volume growth on a consistent basis for the last 3 quarters is quite a bit a satisfactory achievement for Sobha. And going forward, we believe that 2016 should be better than 2015, as we are targeting 2 large launches in this quarter alone and about 10 to 12 million square feet of new launches in residential space in next 4 to 5 quarters.
Okay. In fact, you're saying that you're expecting that this year will be pretty good. When we spoke with you last around December or so, you had said that while you're expecting H2 will be good, you'll possibly not meet the kind of revenue targets that you had set for the year. Just give us a picture. So you're saying that you are expecting that growth has really come back in. Is that what you're trying to say?
If we look at the macro environment, all the indicators, they point towards that growth is likely to happen. Just now I was saying that the sugar stocks are back in demand. So if a commodity like sugar in India can show some kind of an improvement, housing shortage and the way the commercial space absorption has been happening, especially in the last 2 calendar years. Last 2 calendar years have been a record years as far as commercial space absorption is concerned. So middle class today is getting more and more employed. Maybe their increment levels are not as high as it used to be in the beginning of this century, but most of these people, they are likely to buy. And if you look at from the value per square feet basis, now our realizations per square feet, it is not going up.
Let me go back to my conversation with Sobha Developers, and JC Sharma is there. Sir, apologies for that. We just had to cut into that bit of breaking news. I want to talk about the northern India regions for you. If you can give us a sense. I know you were planning to, for example, venture into Pune. You had some other geographies on your radar, including a more aggressive expansion as far as Kochi goes. Can you give us an update on that?
Of course, before that, what I was about to tell was that if you look at the macro environment, it's definitely improving for the real estate sector. Last year, there has been a decrease of about 125 basis points in the interest rates by the RBI. The banks have only passed on about 50 to 60 basis points so far. we believe that this year the full transmission should happen, which will also go a long way making. So net there is a confidence that 2016 should be better. This industry is a bit cyclical. So after having seen the decline in volumes in last 3 years, 2016 should definitely be a far better year. It may not be a boom-like situation, but it will definitely be volume-wise a better year. Coming back to Sobha's initiatives, Sobha presumed that this kind of an uptick should have happened about a year back. Accordingly, it gave a guidance of 20% increase in volume growth, keeping in mind that the things will improve in NCR, things will improve in our Kerala market as well as in Pune market, where we have invested substantially. We have not seen the benefits of the improvement in volumes in all these 3 markets. This year we will see big launch in this quarter alone in Delhi. We are also preparing for a big launch in Cochin also in this quarter, this year, and we also will be formally launching one Elanja in Pune, where we had invested about 110 crore rupees last year. That product also in Kothurud will be launched formally. So with the launch of these 3 projects, we are quite confident that in all these 3 territories, Sobha in 2016 should be doing better, and it will get reflected in its overall improvement in the performance.
Okay. A quick last word, Mr. Sharma. How about commercial real estate? Can you share any plans you have there?
Last month itself, we have done a launch of our Sobha City Mall in Trichur. It has met with very good response, and it gives us some kind of a comfort that yes, in the commercial real estate also where our presence so far had been negligible, in years to come, once we have stabilized our volumes in the residential space, we will be able to ensure that without increasing our debt equity, should be able to do much more in the commercial real estate in the coming years than what we achieved in last 20 years.
All right, and wish you all the very best then for 2016, and in terms of all your launches as well. But Sobha Developers for you, it's up about 0.5 percentage point as we speak. Just a mention of Tata Motors as well from the large cap space.